guys, I hope you're doing well out there today. So I'm back with another lesson, and this time it's on the topic, or the big topic, of improvisation. So I hope you enjoyed that intro jam at the start. That was just me jamming along to a Dua Lipa track. Actually, I really like the groove, so I just thought I'd have a little blast over it this morning. Just led me to some thoughts about how I can help you guys in improving your improvisation and what you can do straight away to start that process. So I'm going to try and give you 5 pointers and 5 tips to help you along your way. So if you do like what I do, before I break down what I'm going to say, please think about subscribing to my channel. Please guys, hit the button below and ring that bell. Give the video a thumbs up and a like, and feel free to write a comment. Please write a comment, and any questions or queries you have, I enjoy answering them, I enjoy reading them. So yeah, if you do have anything you want to say, please say below. So I've come up with like a kind of short list of 5 pointers, okay? It's not going to be so much playing of this, it's going to be more concept based. That can help you, and these are really, really important. This is what helped me progress with my improvisation myself, and even though it's on a path that we're always trying to improve on, we can always get better. I'm going to help you today just to start that journey. So the first point I'm going to give you is you must be able to relax and not to overthink. That is a big one, okay? Arguably the most important. When you improvise, you want it to flow. If you're tense, if you're locked up, if you're not breathing, if you're overthinking about playing stuff, that is when it's going to go wrong. Okay, and you just overthink everything and you're over-analysing, it's just not going to flow, guys. Okay, so really be out of your head when you improvise. If you're thinking too much, normally what happens is you're thinking about what scale am I in, where's the shape, where's, what fret am I doing? This comes down to the drills that we need to work on before, i.e. fretboard visualization, scale work, etc., timing, that goes on, which is going to go on to my next point. Okay, so that all goes out the window. Once you can do those drills beforehand, then you don't really need to think about that when you're in the moment of improvising, okay? That is just a thing that happens straight away. So the best work when I improvise comes when I'm not thinking. I'm just in the moment doing it. I know that sounds kind of cheesy, but it is that, okay? It's a bit like driving a car. When you drive a car, I don't think clutch in, indicate, blah, 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 here's the gearbox. I don't have to think like that because the drills of doing that are already in place. It's second nature. That's what you want to kind of get with the guitar. So number 1, relax, breathe, don't overthink, okay? That's sort of 3 points in one there. Number 2 would be timing. It's so important, guys, that you have good timing. If your timing is not there, then the improvisation is going to lack. But even if you were writing a song or just recording, you need to have timing, because you can be the best technician and best guitarist in the world. If you haven't got good time, it's going to suck, okay? So yeah, it's really important that our timing is there, and we all can think we have good timing, and but it's all there for improvement, even me, and I say even me, I don't mean it like that, I mean like everyone, even Guthrie, even, I don't know, and Matteo Sasato, we can all improve everywhere. So yeah, timing, I think though, is number 1. You can get away with a lot, even bum notes, but if your timing is good, you can kind of get away with it better, guys, so make sure you work on your timing. Third point, metronome. So this ties in with the timing. So really important that you play with the metronome, making sure your time is tight, and we're going to apply some rhythm now. So the rhythm is super important, okay? So that enables us really to tell the story, how melodic we want to be. So if I just put on a click, I'll do it to the same BPM as the track, which I played at the start, which was 90 BPM. So it's in F minor. So I was just thinking at the jam at the start, F minor, okay, F natural minor, with a bit of chromaticism thrown in, okay, that's just me, I can't really turn it off. What you want to do is you want to start just playing quarter notes within the scale that you want to use, so both F minor pentatonic or F natural minor, and just try and start just getting the groove of the click or the track. So I would do something like this. So that's quarter notes, okay? Then I might go to eighth notes. end up at 16th notes. Let me just turn the click off. Yeah, so you want to go through the subdivisions, make sure you're comfortable with the timing. Then we can start to add the rhythm in, okay? So what do I mean by rhythm? I'm thinking maybe like a drummer would, okay? So what I might do is if I put the click back on, I'll come up with a particular rhythm and just use this as an exercise and just repeat the heck out of it, guys. So say if the rhythm I choose is this. Da, 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 ba, da, ba, da. So I'm just going to repeat that. Ba, da, 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 da. Now if I manipulate that within the scales that I know, okay, in this case in the F minor, then it's going to start to sound more melodic and not just like I'm playing scales like up and down the neck. So again, ba, da, 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 da. Okay, simple as that. Okay, just repeating a rhythm. It's not going to be the world's best solo doing that, okay? I'm not going to do it for the whole thing, but it gives you the, it breaks, what's the word? It breaks the muscle memory that you may be used to, just going up and down a scale. We don't want that. We want to break it up with rhythm. It's actually harder than you think to do that. So I think if you try this, you may take a bit of time to get used to it if you haven't done that kind of exercise before. Okay, so let me just go back to the beginning. What do we have? Relax, breathe, overthink. We don't want that. Well, we don't want to overthink. We do want to relax and breathe. We don't want to overthink. Secondly would be the timing. Make sure you're comfortable with the click. And then we can add the rhythm to it, which is point 3. Okay, point 4 for me would be knowing your scales. I know we sort of just touched on the scale work on the earlier point, okay, but you must know it from everywhere. You don't want to just have to default to one shape that you know. Okay, F, okay, I'm just going to play this pentatonic, okay, and just I know it in one position, and then that's it. You want to be able to find it from every root, from the root note that you want to play from. So if I'm in F minor, and let's just say I pick this F here, I want to be able to play the scale from my middle finger, my little finger, and my first finger. Okay, if you use that kind of rule, you know, for every single scale going, you're going to know a lot of the shapes for each of the scales. But what this does is this enables you to not just default to one position. You can go to anywhere on the neck and be able to play the scale anywhere. So if I pick the F here, you can just see it from where it is, okay? So it's really important that you know the scale from not just one shape, multiple shapes. I'll probably do another video on this, but really essentially what I'm saying is fretboard visualization, okay? You must be able to see it from different angles. Again, that's a massive topic in itself, okay? But if you can just start by seeing off 1 or 2 positions and different fingerings, that's going to help you improvise on the fly a lot more. You know, you'll be a lot more free and a bit more free flowing. Last point, dynamics, okay? And I'm not using these points as a clickbait title, guys. I'm not saying these 5 points are going to get you straight, you know, get you better straight away in 5 minutes. No, it still takes time. You still have to put the work in. It's still an ongoing process for me, and like I said at the start, for everyone. However good you are, it's still a thing we can all get better at. So it's not going to be an overnight thing. But if you do apply these things that I've said, you for sure will get better at doing improvisation and just writing solos in general, or just if you want to just jam with people. These are things to think about, and it will just naturally come out of you when you play by looking at these topics and points in more focus. So dynamics is a super important one. That would be my 5th point. So am I playing loud? Am I playing soft? Am I going to be digging in? Am I going to relax a bit? If the drummer's playing and if he's really going for it, that'll be maybe the movement where I can go a bit harder, a bit more aggressive. If it's more laid back, it's a chilled, it's a ballad. You know, I might want to start soft and then build it up. So these are things to think about. Don't always go to town, you know, really going straight away, because you need to be able to go somewhere. If you start off up here, You know, it's where do you go from there? So really think about dynamics, and this is where tone comes in, you know. So it's not all just from the amp. Tone is in your fingers, it's in the pick, it's what pick you use, it's how hard I'm hitting. Anyway, I just thought of that. That might help some of you guys out about some improvisation and how to get better. So number one, again, was not overthinking. Try and be in the moment when you play. Number two was timing. Number three was adding some rhythm. Number four was knowing your scales around your neck, some fretboard visualization, knowing your intervals, etc., etc. Number five was dynamics, loud, soft, you know, and you can think of nuances that comes into that, like slides, bends, vibrato, okay? They're all going to help you. Pay attention to that. Write it down on a bit of paper, have it in front of you. I used to do that a lot. Just have a piece of paper in front of me listing these kind of things. And that used to help me out and help me in the moment. Used to have it out my brain on paper, so it's one less thing to think about. Anyway, guys, I hope that kind of helps some of you out. It helped me out. But yeah, hope it does for you too. Again, if you do like what I do, please think about subscribing to the channel. Give it a thumbs up, write a comment. Also, I am taking on some Zoom guitar students for online lessons, so if you would like some lessons off me, and we can go over this kind of thing in more detail, I will leave my email below in the description. Please shoot me an email and we can arrange some lessons for when you want. So anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I'll see you at the next one. Cheers, guys.